it's the Man Cave Club.
Yeah, chore coat's pretty cool. What is a chore coat?
That's a good question.
It's a good question. Yeah, what is a chore coat? I think they come from a very like utilitarian, needs-based like beginning. You know, it's it's not something people wore for fashion. They wore it because they had a job to do, and it was the right tool for the job, right? And
right.
Now people like us, you and I utilize them in a more fashion sense way, but they're still like super useful, and their design, that utilitarianness of the design, like I think to me comes through when wearing it. You know, when I put this jacket on this morning, I reached into the pockets and I had like a bunch of trash from snacks from my kids in my pockets here, and I was like, oh yeah, like it's useful. They hand me trash, I just shove it in the pocket, and like the pockets go up so it doesn't fall out the side or nothing. And, you know, it was still in there. I don't know how long.
Yeah, nowadays we reach in and we pull out our cell phone.
Exactly.
And 100 years ago, they reached in and pulled out a paintbrush or a slide ruler.
Well, but seriously, the chore coat first came about in France in the 1800s.
Yeah.
They were actually considered the daily uniform for laborers. In France, they were referred to as bleu de travail.
Got it.
Because they were cotton dyed a dark blue color. Henceforth, the English term blue-collar worker came about from this original chore coat.
So what do you have on there, Jimmy? What are you wearing?
This is an LC King chore coat, and
nice.
LC King's a cool company, man. They've been around turn of the century, like 1913. They're still made in Bristol, Tennessee. They're, you know, cut, sewn, shipped out of Bristol, Tennessee. They're a cool company, man. They do pants, they do like overalls, they do shirts, flannels. They do a pretty wide range of stuff. It's a little boxier fit, I'd say, a little more like a Carhartt type fit.
Yeah, a little roomier.
Yeah, a little shorter sleeve, a wider body. I have this one. This is a medium, and it's on the newer side. This is like their duck canvas. I have a matching pair of pants, but I got them 2 different times, so the pants are like way lighter because they've been washed more times and stuff.
Right.
So, but I really like this one. This is I wear this one usually always with layers because it's a little too roomy to wear by itself, you know. So right now I'm wearing it with just a regular zip up hoodie, but I'll wear it like you're wearing that one with like a flannel or a button up underneath. It's a great coat. I really like it. It fits me well. You know, it's not super thick. It's like 12 ounces, something like that. Like nothing crazy. But it is really useful. I like the vertical pockets. You know, the chore coat vertical pockets. You can put a water bottle. You can put an open soda can in there, and it's not gonna fall out. Like you can't do that with hand warmer pockets, right? You can't turn a can sideways in there. I really like chore coats, man. They're cool. I do find them to be less like a comfort wear, you know, like a trucker jacket that's like lined. Like they're pretty cozy. You shove your hands in, zip it up, you know. But to me, the chore coat, like since they are more of a utilitarian design, that's how I kind of feel wearing it. Like I can't comfortably put my hands in my pockets, right? I gotta stick my thumbs out for it to be like kind of comfortable. Yeah. It gets a little weird to stick them in there, so.
Right.
And that's okay, because it's not meant to be comfort wear, it's work wear, right? So.
Right.
I think that's okay.
I think the design of the jacket is specifically for, you know, workers in the trades.
Yeah.
And, you know, workers, they typically don't stand around with their hands in their pockets.
Yeah, no time.
Their hands are active, right? You know, whether you're a painter, or carpenter, or any sort of tradesman.
Time to lean, time to clean, as they say, right?
Yeah, your hands are busy.
Yeah,
you know, you're doing stuff.
So what is that one that you're wearing there?
Well, this is the Y2 leather rough out chore jacket from the shop Vancouver.
That is nice.
You know, this is probably like, in terms of chore jacket, be considered this an upper tier piece.
Yeah.
For sure. Mainly because of the material. But, you know, the fit, the cut, the craftsmanship, it's a rough out leather. You can see the smooth
on the inside. Yeah.
And I just love this jacket. I mean, TJ from the shop, he conceived this work with Y2 leather out of Japan to put it together. And yeah, it's an awesome jacket. I love it.
That is cool. I like the fact that since it is rough out, you have that smooth side of the leather against your skin. Probably if you're not wearing a shirt under that, it probably feels pretty, it's just soft, like luxurious, right?
Well, it is nice because it's easy to slip on and off.
Yeah, it's smooth.
Because you have the smooth leather inside.
It's like a satin liner almost, like just
right. I mean, it's unlined, but still, it's yeah.
It almost looks like when I came in, actually, it almost looks like moleskin because it's not a very nappy rough out. Like it's almost bordering on like suede.
Right.
I can see, you know, at the edge where I see the profile against like the backlighting. I can see the nap a little bit more, but it's a really nice jacket.
Well, these are nice jackets. Like now we're into September and the temperature's starting to dip. Like right now, it's California, but it's 55 degrees outside.
Yeah.
It's, you know, it's early in the morning, but still, I mean,
it's cool. Yeah, I was glad we were doing this episode this morning. I was like, yeah, I'm gonna bundle up.
Right, exactly. I mean, 55. I guess we're, you know, sort of.
That's cold for us.
Yeah, we're not used to this nippy weather. I think in general, there's two schools of thought when it comes to the fit of a chore jacket. So you either have a sort of an oversized overcoat that's a looser, boxier fit, or you have something that's a little more refined. I think these jackets here are a little more refined in their fit. This is from a company in Italy. It's called Hen's Teeth. And I just really like this jacket. I like the fit. It's a little, you know, slimmer on me. Some nice details. Sort of has a quasi hand warmer pockets, angled pockets versus just, you know, the straight shot, straight down pockets. Now this jacket you have on here, who makes that?
So this, I guess you can only find this jacket nowadays on maybe eBay or something. This was made by LC King. So same as that green jacket, but this one's much older. This one's probably from about 8-ish years ago. It's got that cool pencil pocket, but this is it's labeled Pointer brand, and what LC King was doing was they had like a subset of their like heritage kind of more fashion oriented clothing,
right?
And
sort of like Carhartt's
work in progress. Exactly, very similar to that, and so this is a Pointer brand jacket, still made by LC King, but the cut is different. It's got a longer sleeves. It is definitely a little bit slimmer in the cut, less of that like utilitarian boxy kind of, I hate it. Sounds like I'm bashing on Carhartt, but Carhartt style. I'm wearing a Carhartt shirt under this, right? Because they are so handmade, sometimes the fit is a little bit different, even in the same size. I had another chore coat from LC King with a Fisher stripe one, which is the wider, like herringbone kind of style striped coat, and the sleeves were like so short, and it didn't fit the same as the green one I had, right? So, but I like this one a lot, and I really covered this piece. It's super broken in. It's been washed a ton. It's
Yeah, it looks good on
It's
you.
super soft. It fits me so well.
So they don't make the slimmer version of that.
They don't know. They just have the one.
That's a shame.
I know, it
Because
really
that
is.
jacket looks great on you.
It really is, and I'm honored and I'm stoked I own this piece, and I'm gonna hold on to this because
Right.
I know I won't be able to
That's
get
one
it
of
again.
one
Right,
of your faves. Yeah.
one of my faves. Yeah,
Yeah.
totally. I wore this thing to so many shows in my 20s, like so many concerts, man, and it's just a lot of good memories in this coat.
This jacket here, this hen's teeth jacket, it's a relatively small company, and they make some really nice, unique heritage style pieces. Their line is very limited. They don't have a lot of different garments, but what they produce is really spot on, and they commit a lot of time into design and fabrication.
Yeah, the details on that thing are so cool, man. Some of the contrasting stitch colors, really cool. I mean, I love just overall like the white contrast stitching.
Yeah, the proprietary buttons with their hen's teeth logo.
Yeah, it's just cool. The rounded bottom of the front here, I mean, there's just so many cool. The cuffs are really cool on that thing.
Yeah,
that's one that I like. They don't do this cuff on the LC King, but it has that like I don't know, pointed cuff. I'm not sure what you'd call it. The new one's just like, it's just a straight cut, a little less detail.
Right.
Yeah,
little details like that. I mean, it makes a big difference.
It does.
I think.
Yeah.
You put a little extra effort into the design. This company out of Italy, the Hen's Teeth, it's just a husband and wife team that run the company. Really,
very cool.
Really lovely couple. That own and run the company, and they travel around to various trade shows and sell their goods. They do, denim jackets, jeans. They also do a line of women's clothes too.
Oh, cool.
Like it's all very retro style. It has a heritage look to it.
Mm-hmm. And they're lesser known. I remember when you got that and you showed it to me, I was like, wow, that thing is like sweet. But I've never heard anyone mention Hen's Teeth, right? It's always the same players always come up, Ironheart down the line, right? The same companies in this kind of world that you and I are into. They always come up. So I think it's cool. I mean, that's a unique piece, and I think that their name should be out there a little bit more. BZEN.
But the price point is very reasonable. I think this was like maybe $140.
Yeah, that's not bad. Hey, in this heritage fashion world, that's a deal.
I mean, you can get a really nice trucker jacket for like $130 or $140 in that price range. I don't know in terms of like the quality of the fabric. This is like a lighter weight denim. The manufacturing seems pretty solid. The stitching and the buttons and
I think it just has a cool look, man. It definitely has like a turn of the century, like even like 19th century, like really utilitarian look. Like,
right.
I mean, you could walk onto a movie set or something.
Totally,
and you could time travel in that thing.
It's like Gangs of New York or something.
Oh, 100%, man. It's
1800s.
It's really, and I'm not sure what it is about it, man. It's just, I think maybe it's a product of its environment, of the manufacturing. I don't know, the details they've chosen, the copper riveted on the inside there, buttons, and it's a really cool piece, man. I like it, and you can't beat that price, man. You really can't. I mean.
Yeah, the fit. The only thing is the fit on their jackets. It's not as refined as I would like.
As you prefer, sure.
Yeah. So that's. I mean, I would probably order a lot more, jackets and T-shirts and. I mean, they do a whole line of clothing. I would probably order a lot more from them if their fit was a little bit slimmer, a little bit more refined. You can see like in the sleeves. It's a little poofy, a little
just kind of extra material everywhere.
Yeah, and this jacket was a little wide, and I just did a little tuck on the sides, a little tuck and stitch, just to make it a little narrower for me, to make it look a little better. It's a kind of a goofy way to
That's
do it,
the old school. Like if your leg opening on your pants is a little too wide, fold it and then cuff it, and it's like that's definitely like the old school. But I think that's cool, man. I mean, that's cool that one, you have the skill and the equipment to modify your this coat like that. And,
well, the equipment is just a needle and thread.
Oh, you did it by hand? Yeah. Oh, nice, man.
Like
there you go.
2 stitches in the side.
Oh, we got a Boy Scout on our hands. That's cool, man.
Yeah, but it's a kind of a cool jacket.
Yeah,
it's
very traditional, as opposed to like the hen's teeth one is a modern interpretation. A hybrid, kind of like this jacket. This is the Cruiser from Iron and Resin. They're based out of Southern California,
right?
And it's got that RGT supply jacket, the Ship John Wills jacket vibe. At the time when I found this jacket, I was kind of lusting after that Ship John Wills. They're super hard to get, right? Kind of a legendary jacket.
Right. Those are monsters.
Yeah, they're monsters. And this thing is no slouch, man. It's pretty thick. Right. It is heavy. It's blanket lined. It is wax canvas.
Yeah, this is a heavy duty jacket.
It's got a zipper front closure and buttons. And it has probably my favorite detail, the kind of the hybrid pockets, like your hen's teeth jacket, right?
Right, the angled.
Get your hands in a little easier
pocket.
But I'd still very much characterize it as in that vein of chore coats, not
definitely
not as traditional as this or these. The LC Kings are very traditional, I think, as far as just like design goes, But it's a cool jacket, man. It's got the gusseted shoulders for riding a motorcycle,
right?
Or just having a little extra mobility in the winter,
right?
And this is one of my heavier jackets. I think the only jacket I have that is warmer than this is my Ironheart N1 deck jacket. It's the only jacket I have that's thicker and warmer than this.
Okay.
As opposed to I'm gonna have some like modern, poofy down jackets, but we don't. I don't bring that up in public,
Yeah, I mean, here in California, we don't really necessarily need winter jackets.
Totally.
Because I've found that I think the heaviest, warmest jacket I have is just a wool navy pea coat.
Sure.
But in terms of like a really crazy winter jacket, like a parka or something.
Yeah.
Even your
the N1's overkill, man. It's overkill.
And then you find that you don't really wear it a lot.
Yep.
So it just sits in your closet, and then you're thinking like, I mean, I maybe wore that once in the last 2 years, and then you start thinking about, how do you justify having that, beautiful jacket hanging in your closet?
Sometimes I just wear it around the house, man. Turn the AC on, wear it around the house.
Yeah. Well, Iron and Resin, they're an interesting company. They once had a store in San Francisco. It went away, and I think it even closed. It closed before the pandemic even.
Got it. Yeah.
So
there's stuff. They maybe have a storefront down in SoCal, like their headquarters and stuff. But some of their stuff is made here in California. A lot of it is imported. Yeah, man, this jacket's sweet. It is a great winter, probably as wintry as we need to get here in Northern California jacket.
Yeah. This jacket with a hoodie or sweater underneath.
Oh, dude, so warm. Yeah. It's got a little bit of insulation with that blanket liner, but really just that wax canvas. I mean, it cuts on wax canvas is great for cutting out the wind, and you can reapply the wax if you need to. It's lightly waxed, I would say. I have a Huckberry, their wax trucker, which is a lot more wax. Like it feels like wax. This one, when I opened it, I was like, is this thing actually wax? It's a very light waxing, right? But you can go to town if you want to. Oh, sure. Do that yourself more,
Okay, well. Hey, Jimmy, it was fun talking about our favorite chore jackets. I think before we wrap up, let's talk about maybe a chore jacket we might want to purchase in the near future? Something that we
Totally. Yeah, like
know.
a grail. That term is so, it's thrown around so much. You
The
know? I
grail
feel like
piece, yeah.
There's always a grail, and then until something new comes out, and then you have another grail, right?
Yeah.
But I think the only one that's really piques my interest right now is it's kind of an oddball choice. BZEN makes a knitted chore coat, and it's like it looks like it wears more like a sweater, but it's
Cool.
like form wise, you know, it's a chore coat. Brooklyn Clothing gets some cool ones in.
Yeah.
I'm a total stan for Brooklyn Clothing. I know you're a big fan of the shop Vancouver, so that's one day
Right.
we'll
Brooklyn Clothing, I think they're in Calgary. But BZEN, that's how you pronounce it, BZEN?
BZEN, yeah. They're a great company. I have a few of their products.
And they're in northwest.
BZEN 1920 is in Portland, Oregon.
They just make amazing stuff.
They really do, man.
Yeah,
Yeah, I got a knitted watch cap. I got a navy peacoat type thing from them. And
I have a really cool vintage reissue Harley Davidson sweater.
Oh yeah,
from them.
They do cool stuff like that too.
And
man.
you can only get it from the Harley Davidson museum store in Milwaukee. BZEN makes amazing stuff. So yeah, I would love to see you grab one of those.
Maybe this winter, yeah. We'll see. We'll
Yeah.
see what they got in stock still.
Yeah,
their stuff goes quick. They don't make big batches of stuff, so
Right.
Their stuff does
They
tend
do
to sell out.
limited runs. Yeah,
Limited runs, yeah.
Yeah, I think my favorite piece, of course, you know how I'm such a big Ironheart fan.
Yeah.
So the Wabash Chore Jacket from Ironheart is amazing.
Very
And you know,
cool.
their fit is always like super cool. It's like slim, beautiful fit. But you know, it's a pretty high price point. I think comes in at about $450 for that.
Not cheap, man. But if you're a fan of Ironheart, it's hard to get sticker shock anymore. You know.
I mean, Ironheart, it's the type of thing, it's expensive, but when you actually have the garment in your hands, or when you put the garment on, it's worth every dollar.
Yep.
In my opinion.
Yeah.
The quality and the fit and the design, it really, really comes through. Yeah, it is at a higher price point, but it's definitely well worth it.
Totally, man. And I think I've owned a few like previously owned Ironheart pieces, and I think that's totally fine. I mean,
Sure.
people thrift, and so this stuff's so high quality. And I actually ended up with Neil from Standard and Strange, like his personal Wabash, the black Wabash Western shirt, and I ended up passing it on because it was like a little too small. The sizing wasn't consistent with the other Ironheart Western that I had of the same size, and I don't know if it just washing or something changed size a little bit.
Yeah, it could have.
But it's that material though, the Wabash is really cool. It's a really cool look, and so
Right.
I ended up selling that. But that on a short coat, super cool.
Yeah, perfect.
Yeah, pair that with some John Lofgren Wabash engineers, and the perfect outfit.
Well, it's been great.
Yeah, man, always
Thanks
fun.
for coming down.
Always fun being here, dude.
And thanks, guys, for joining us in the Man Cave Club. Until next time,
Jimmy and Paul talking about it all right here.
right on.
It's the Man Cave Club.